Hi everyone, it's the UK Manic Loomer and I'm here today with a 6-pin bar design, which is highly unusual for me. As you should know, I'm a 9 or 10-pin bar designer normally, or should I say tutorialist. This one is from the Looming Artist, aka Dreaming Out Loud, if you've known her from a while ago. This bracelet has been made into a tutorial already by Tutorials for Looms. But Looming Artist has asked me to reshoot the tutorial simply because one of the stitches were missed out in the original tutorial, which made the bracelet look like a completely different bracelet. So she's asked me to reshoot it and put the stitching correctly in there so we can all do the original design. Right, okay, so 6-pin bar design. We are going to go first pin bar across the second, diagonally down to the third, same level on the fourth, diagonally up to the fifth, and across to the sixth. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few renditions that I've done previously, so to get some ideas and to obviously choose your colours. This was the first one that I did, and if I can get it zoomed in a bit and out of the light. Okay, so this is the very first one I did, and it is all done in opaques. This is the fuchsia, I believe that's the neon orange, and purple, pink, and normal orange. So that's what I've done for my first one. And then I did a sweets version of it, which is this one here, which is all sort of a jelly type style. And what you'll be able to see, there you go, if I just look into it, these little blue bits here, this is what was missing from the very original tutorial that was done. Instead, what happened is this lovely back side here effect came onto the front side, and this is what I'm going to show you today, how to do this bit instead. Okay, and then I've done a third one which I have blinged up a bit, so we'll see if we can get this into focus. There you go. So this is done with Peridots, Persian, Green Apple Persian, Ocean Persian, and a Caribbean green band. And you'll just be able to see that stitch is there. It's kind of mixed in with the Caribbean green, unfortunately. And I have blinged every other centre piece there and every other side wisp there. Okay, so I am going to bling the version I'm showing you today, and yeah, I think let's just get on with it. So you go ahead and get your loom set up and your band choice, and meet you back and we'll move on. Okay, let's get going. Right, sorry about the wobbling. Right, okay, we're going to, let's look at on the sweets design here. Now, as you can see, I've got a sweets pink and then the purple underneath. Now the pinks, I'm going to go, when we get to the X's, are going to be your bottom band, and the purples are going to be your top band of the X, and that's how you're going to get the two colours here. If you just want the one colour, then obviously just do X's as normal. Right, so I'm going to start off with my border colour, and I'm going to do this all in opaques today. So this is an opaque black, and I'm just going to pop 2 here as my finishing bands, and then I'm going to go up on the first pin bars and then across outwards, and I'm going to stop there, and I'm just going to do it on this side as well. So 4th pin bar to the 5th, 5th to the 6th, following the first pins. Okay, now we're going to start those X's I just explained. So the first band is going to go from the outside inwards, and for that I'm going to use a 3-colour combination of turquoise, pink and purple. So I'm just going to bring these out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the pink, and I'm going to go first pin bar, first pin, and we're going to go diagonally up and inwards, that first part of the X, and then I'm going to bring the colour for the border, which is the bit underneath this purple one here. Okay, so we're going to focus. All right, no, okay, fair enough, we'll leave it. Right, and then I'm going to go, yeah, I'm going to go blue next, or turquoise. So this first pin bar, second pin to the third pin bar, third pin, and then I'm going to complete that X with the bottom part of the border, and then I'm going to go pink diagonally up and inwards, and then black to finish it off. Okay, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to go back with purple, 6th pin bar, first pin, we're going to go diagonally up and inwards, and then on the 5th pin bar, first pin, we're going to go diagonally up and outwards. Then from the 6th pin bar to the 2nd pin, we're going to get that diagonal up and inwards, drop down one, up and outwards. And then I'm going to change it again to my pink, so it's 1, 2, 3, 3rd pin bar, sorry, 6th pin bar, 3rd pin, diagonally up and inwards, drop down one pin and do the diagonally up and outwards. And then I'm going to alternate, so I'm going to go back to my purple, turquoise and pink until I get to the end. So bear with me a moment, I'm going to do that and I'm going to show you how you finish the end. Okay, be right back. Okay, so that's what it looks like, and like I said, I was just going to show you how to finish it off. Now I've stopped just shy of the last X's. I just thought I'd come on and show you the length of these bracelets with 2 full looms. Now, I can get that on, there you go. So that's quite a tight fit for me with the Persians. And with the opaques, I think it's just slightly looser. So if I can get it on. Yes, it's just ever so slightly a bit more room, maybe by a couple of mils. Sorry, I can't seem to get this camera to focus today. Isn't that awful? Ah, there you go. So if you're an adult, you definitely want 2 full loom lengths. If you're making it for a younger person, I would say maybe 1.5 loom lengths. Okay, right, so you're going to take it all the way up here, then you are going to get the next colour, which in my case is purple. I'm going to finish off the very last X, like so. Then on the first pin bar, very last pin, I'm going to go diagonally, not diagonally, sorry, we're going to go cross inwards, and then we're going to go diagonally downwards, like so. And then we're going to do the same on this side. So we're going to go diagonally up and inwards, diagonally up and outwards, and then we're going to get 6th pin bar, last pin, we're going to go across to the 5th, and then from the 5th we're going to go to the 4th. And that is your border finished. Okay, right, let's move around a bit. Next we're going to be doing long diagonals. So if you have to catch up with the border, obviously pause now until you can. If not, we'll move on. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to go from the 3rd pin bar and we're going to do a long diagonal stretch to the 2nd pin bar. Brain's not switched on. Right, okay. And for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this lovely neon green colour. And if I can zoom in, I'm trying something slightly different today. If you notice, I've got an unironed piece of white fabric underneath, hopefully to let the colours show through a little bit more rather than the basic black one that I normally use. So if it's better for you, then please give me a thumbs up and sort of mention it in the comment below, so I know to use it in future. I'm not 100% sure myself at the moment. I think it's casting too much shadows, but anyway, don't want to hear all that. Let's get on with the looming. So what we're going to do is going to go third pin bar, we're going to go diagonally up, long stretch to the second pin bar, second pin. Then we're going to go back to the third pin, second pin, and we're going to do a long stretch up to the next one on the second pin there. Okay, and again we're going to jump forward one, we're going to pop that on, long stretch diagonally up to the next pin on the second pin bar. Okay, and we're going to do that all the way to the end. Then we're going to go into the fourth pin bar, we're going to do a very long stretch to the fifth pin bar, second pin, and then fourth pin bar, second pin, we're going to do another long stretch to the fifth pin bar, and again long stretch to the fifth pin bar until we get all the way to the end. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and when we're ready we can move on. Okay, I'm finished, I'm ready to move on. I've just realised I haven't been showing you the step-by-step colours. So what we've done so far is on these X's here is where the pink and the purple is, and then where I've put these neon greens is where these lovely blues are. Try and keep it in focus for you. So what we're going to do next are, you can't really see it clearly on this one, is these little purple, and they're going to be the cuff stitch. And if I can just bring this one out, actually that might be better. Yeah, there you go. So it's these purple ones here. So it's the cuff stitch there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bling every other cuff stitch. Okay, so I'm going to be doing them in black to tie in with my border. And I'm going to start off and then between the third and fourth pin bar, and we're just going to start on the second pin of the third and fourth. I'm so used to using bigger loom boards, and we're going to just pop it directly across. Okay, then I'm going to start my bling. So I'm going to start it off with the purple, and I have these beautiful little purple flowers with a silver pattern on them. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you. See if we can get that in. No, okay, it doesn't want to show on its own. Fair enough, right. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put it between the third and fourth pin bar on the next available pins up, and then next available pins up from that I'm going to do a blank band. Then I'm going to do the turquoise flower, so same like the purple, so little silver bits in and a little rhinestone in the middle. And then I'm going to do next pin up, I'm going to do a blank. I'm just going to do this with you guys because it's really quick. And then I'm going to use a pink one. So as you can see, the colours of the flowers tie in with the opaque bands that I have done on the border. So hopefully it will look nice when it comes off. Right, and then I'm just going to repeat that all over again. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, turquoise next. I forgot what colour. Right, blank band. Now you can do every single one, you could put a bead on, but I wouldn't recommend that you only do something like a C bead. Other than that, they're going to be too crowded and you're not going to get a nice effect. So back to purple. See, I'm not sure whether this white background's better or not. We'll see when it comes on to editing. So I'm always thinking how I can make my tutorials better for everybody and whether I'm doing the best thing for everybody to learn. I don't want people to struggle while they're viewing my tutorials. It's not what I want at all. Right, okay, I haven't done enough beads, so I'm just going to stop there and I'm going to show you the next stage, and then I'm going to come up and just finish off my row here. Okay, right, so once we've done the crossbands ready for our cuff stitch, I'm going to be doing X's. Let's get you back on camera, there you go, and a third and fourth again. Okay, so what I'm going to do for these is I'm going to choose whites, I think. So again, opaque whites. And we're going to go third pin bar, first pin, and we're going to go diagonally up to the fourth pin bar, second pin. Then we're going to drop down one and go diagonally up to the third pin bar, second pin, and that's your first X. Now I can zoom a little bit more. Then we're going to go third pin bar, second pin, diagonally up to the fourth pin bar, third pin, drop down one, and go diagonally up and across. So that's all we're going to do. So the X's start going from the left to the right, dropping down one, and then going from the right side to the left. Okay, and that's all you need to do all the way up the loom. So I'm going to stay on camera because this is going to be really quick. I did go off and finish off those bands. What I was thinking, what colours I was going to use. I thought I had it all planned in my head, and it didn't work out because I was one colour short. But never mind. Nearly there. I won't stay on for the next bit, I'll just show you what to do and then let you get on with it. It's the very last part before we loom up. So right, okay, that's me finished. Hopefully you've finished along with me because my fingers aren't as quick as most loomers. So right, okay, very last one is 2 straight lines, so really easy peasy, third pin bar and fourth pin bar. I'm going to go back to the black, and if I just show you on which rendition is the best one to show you. Yeah, okay, let's show you on the sweets one. Okay, so the cuff stitch we done, then we did the X's where the pink is, and zooming in and staying in focus, lucky me. Right, we are now going to do a straight line, which is the oranges here. Okay, so I'm going to do opaque black because I think it's just going to go around and it's not going to interfere with the black part there. So that's what I'm going to do. Right, zoom out again. So third pin bar, we're just going to do a straight line all the way up, and the fourth pin bar we're just going to do a straight line all the way up. Okay, so you go ahead and do that, and when you're ready we will move on to turning our loom around and starting to stitch. So be right back. Okay, I'm back and I'm done, and this is what your loom should be looking like. And it's time to turn it around, yay! Right, stitch up time. What we're going to do is we're going to put a cap band that goes between the 3rd and the 4th, and I'm going to do it the border colour, which is black, and I'm going to get 2 bands for this, and I'm just going to twist them to make a figure of 8 and then put them on the loom like so. Okay. Alright, first one is super simple. It is stitching this line all the way back to itself. And I've got a horrible feeling. Took cloth with me, sorry. Ah, there you go. I thought I forgot to bring a hook with me, but my house has pretty much a hook in every single room. So I found one. Right, okay. We are going to go into the 3rd pin bar and we're just going to bring it up and back to itself. Bring the next one back to itself. So it's always the top band and going to the other side of the band like so. Then I'm going to go all the way to the end, then come back to the 4th pin bar and bring it forward and back to itself, always grabbing the top band and bringing it back to itself like so. Okay, so you go ahead and get that done and then we'll move on to the X's. Okay, that's my straight lines done, and next we're going to be moving on to those white X's. Let's see if I can just adjust this a little bit and zoom in. Just lost it a little bit there. Okay, that's the best I can do for you guys. What we're going to do is we're going to start on the top band of the X, which is the band that goes across like this. And what we're going to do is go into the cap band, grab that band off the 4th pin bar, and instead of bringing it back to itself, what we're going to do is we're just going to bring it up like that. Okay, and then we're going to go into the 3rd pin bar, and again, instead of bringing it back to itself, oh, be careful you don't snap these bands, and you're going to bring it up instead of back to itself. Okay, that's just the very first X, okay, not all the way up, just this one. Right, zoom in a bit more for you guys. Now we're going to take the top band, so we're always going to be working. It's one of those days. Right, okay. 4th pin bar, 2nd pin, and now we're going to bring it diagonally up and back to itself. Drop down one, grab the other part of that X, bring it up and back to itself. Okay, again, start, right, start with the 4th pin bar, diagonally up, and then 3rd pin bar. Okay, and one more. We're going to go 4th pin bar, diagonally up, back to itself, and 3rd pin bar, diagonally up to itself. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and when you're ready, we'll move on. Okay, I finished my X's now, and I'm going to be moving on to the cuff stitch. Now, instead of showing you right at the beginning, oh, actually, yeah, I can just get that in, can't I? Yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 3rd pin bar, 2nd pin. We're going to go into all those pins and we're going to find that black band. So whatever colour yours was for that cuff stitch that went across like that. Grab hold of it, gently pull it upwards and bring it over to the 4th and let go. Okay. Then we're going to go into the 4th and get the other side of that black band and bring it up through all those bands gently, and then put it on the 3rd pin bar. So basically we're swapping them over. And see if I can bring it in a bit more. Nope, that's as close as we're going to get. Right, 3rd pin bar, 3rd pin. We're going to go into all those bands there. We're going to find that black band, bring it across to the 4th, go inwards, grab the other side of that black band, and back to the 3rd. So we've basically crossed them over. Then we're going to go in to the 3rd, bring them across, go back inwards and bring it across there. Now my flower just popped up, so that's okay because it's easy just to sort of like swish them around afterwards. Just be careful and hopefully you've made sure that your bead is in the middle when you've done that. I should have said something. Right, okay, so again we're going to go in, third pin bar, go, bring it around, across to the fourth, go in, grab the other side of that black band and gently, it really is caught, isn't it? Hang on, what is going on? There you go. And back to the third, okay? So if you're not 100% sure, then rewind back and have another look. If not, just go ahead and get to the end and then we'll move on to the next part. Be right back. Okay, so that's my cuff stitches all done. I'm going to zoom back out. And now we're going to do these neon green bands. So we're going to go into third pin bar, second pin, and we're going to grab one end of that band and bring it back down diagonally to the other end. Then we're going to go up another pin on the third pin bar, grab that top part of the band and bring it diagonally down back to itself. Again, next pin up, go in, grab the top part of that band, bring it diagonally down back to itself, like so. Then we're going to do that all the way to the end. Then we're going to come back onto the right side and we're going to go fourth pin bar, second pin. We're going to bring it top part of the band, bring it all the way down to the bottom part. Next pin up, grab that top part of the band, bring it all the way down diagonally to the bottom part. Next pin up, which is that one, and grab the top part of that band and bring it all the way down to the bottom one. Right, okay, so go ahead and do that. And then what we're going to be doing is the stitch that was missing from the original tutorial. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back and your loom should be looking like this. Right, yes, I have gone completely insane today, I think. One of these very rare occasions you'll catch it on camera. Right, what we're going to do now is that missing stitch. And what we're going to do is second pin bar, first pin, we are going to go into this diagonal band and we're going to grab that bottom stitch like we did with the cuff stitch, really, and we're going to bring it up and then we're going to bring it forward one, and then we're going to do it again. Let's zoom in a bit more. We're going to go into the second pin bar, second pin now. We're going to, over this diagonal, we're going to grab that bottom band of the diagonal, bring it up through the top band and then up to the next pin. Okay, zoom a little bit more. And then we're going to go again this diagonal, we're going to grab that bottom band, make sure it is the bottom band you're doing, and then bring it up through the top band and forward. One more. We're going to go into this one, we're going to pull back that top band, grab the bottom band, bring it up through the diagonal and then bring it forwards. And that's what you're going to do all the way to the end. And then we're going to come back this side. We are going to go into the fifth pin bar, grab that bottom band of the long diagonal, bring it up and through. So as you can see, it's coming through, but we're going to lift it and put it over here. Okay. Then we're going to do the same on this one. So again, we're going to go through those bands, grab that bottom one, bring it up through, and then forwards. Go down, grab that bottom band of the diagonal, bring it through and then forwards. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave you off and I'm going to do all the way to the end. If you're not sure, rewind it back and have a look, and when you're ready we'll move on. Okie dokie, I've done mine and this is what it looks like. So we have one more step and we are finished. Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go excuse me, we are going to go into the third pin bar, first pin, and we're going to grab that band and bring it back to itself diagonally downwards. Then we're going to go in and grab the other black band which is the one that comes across, and we're going to bring it outwards, like so. Okay, now we're going to start on these X's. Now we're not going to do them like we did here, we are going to do them like we did on this bit here. So what we're going to do is we're going to second pin bar, first pin. We're going to go in and grab that very last band that hasn't been stitched up, which is my purple, and instead of bringing it back to itself here, we're going to just bring it forwards. Then we're going to go to the first pin bar, first pin, go into those bands and grab that black band. And again, we're not going to bring it back to itself, we are going to bring it forwards. Second pin bar, second pin, we're going to go into those bands, grab that pink and bring it forwards. Going to jump over to this side, and then we're going to get the black band and we are going to bring it forwards. And if you can either do it that way, just looking at it now, or you could just go all the way up this second pin bar and take the bottom band almost like a straight line like that, because you don't have to worry about the black band. In fact, I think that would be the easiest way to do it. So whichever way you want to do, and then obviously when you can come back here and then just do the black side and you've still got the same effect. I think that's so much easier. Okay, I'm going to do it like that. Right, then once that's all done, we're going to come on to this side and we're going to go into the fourth pin bar. We're going to go diagonally down and back to itself, go in and grab that other black band, making sure you go into all of the bands. Where is it? Where are you, little bandy? Right, and we're going to go diagonally, not diagonally, we're going to go straight outwards. Okay, so that's the part of the border done. Now we're going to grab in. I'm going to show you doing it the cross way, and then I'm just going to go up myself. Right, so we're going to go fifth pin bar, first pin, and we're going to go straight forwards. Then we're going to go sixth pin bar, grab that black band and go straight forwards. Fifth pin bar, next one up, grab it, go straight forwards. Then the black band. Then the blue band, which is your bottom band of the X. Then the top band of the X is my black, and that goes forward. So we're not bringing them back to themselves, we are going to bring them just forwards, okay? And again, purple band's not going to go back to itself, it's going to go forwards. And then the black band, okay? So hopefully you've got that. I might do one more really zoomed in for you, but I'm pretty sure it was self-explanatory. Right, so we're going to go into the fifth pin bar, grab the next colour and bring it forwards, not back to itself. And then the opposite band, which is the top band of the X, and bring it up and back to itself. Okay, I'm going to zoom off and I'm going to get all the way to the end. Then I'm going to jump back on and show you how to tie this up, because you might be a beginner, being that it's a 6 pin bar design, and I'm going to take it off the loom with you on camera. So, be right back. Okay, I'm back and this is what your loom should be looking like. And as promised, I'm going to take this off the loom. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the very last pin of the first pin bar, and we've got a black band or your border band, and we're going to bring it across to the other side, and then we're going to get the other band, bring it diagonally up to the third. Then we're going to cross over to the sixth pin bar, bring that band across, go inwards, grab the diagonal and bring it to the fourth. Then we have these two bands that we placed at the beginning. These are going to be our closing bands. So simply go into the fourth pin bar and bring both of these bands up gently, keeping them on your hook here. Go in to the third pin bar and grab the opposite two bands and bring them up. Now you've got 4 bands on your hook. I'm just going to pinch them a little bit there. Get my C-clip and slot it in, making sure I've got all 4 bands in. Alright, I think that's done. double check by holding the C-clip and giving it a little bungee pull, and none of the bands are falling, which means I have them all caught. Right, okay, don't pull this off the loom because you're bound to do something bad, okay? It looks like it's a design that could just be pulled off, and perhaps it is. I wouldn't take the risk after just doing all of this. So I'm going to go up my 6 pin bar first, and I'm going to just pop them all off the edges. See, super quick, you don't need to pull them off. Right, do the same on the first pin bar. Grabbing them, just gently hooking them. Over each pin. Right. Then we're going to go between the 2nd and the 5th pin bar, and we're just going to start unhooking them. So it's almost like going in rows. So do the 2 outer ones, then the 2 inner ones, 2 outer ones, 2 inner ones, 2 outer ones, then the 2 inner ones, and you're going to repeat that all the way up the loom. Until you get to the other side. That's what I think of so far. Very colourful. Not too sure what I think of it. You know, sometimes you do a band and you're like, do you know what? I don't know if this is gonna work. And you take it off the loom and you're like, oh my god, I love it. Even though you thought it wasn't gonna work. Well, I can't say I'm loving this one at the moment. That doesn't mean that once it's all in its glory and off the loom, my vision isn't going to actually come true. So, sorry, I am waffling a lot here today. I've just had this like really super busy week. This is the first time I've managed to sit down and do a tutorial, and I'm like so excited about it because even though we don't get paid to do the tutorials, we do it out of our own free time with our own bands, and we just do it because we love looming and we just want to teach you how to do certain designs and see them on Facebook and Instagram, and you know, I get so much pleasure out of doing these tutorials. I'm just so excited that I finally got to get one this week. Right. And I've got a few more lined up as well, so I'm hoping, touch wood, I'll be able to get some. Oh, you see, now I've changed my mind. I like this now. There you go. Oh, it's gone all out of focus. There you go. Look at that. I like it. I like it a lot. So, yeah. Tutorials make me very happy. I love watching them and I love doing them. And I hope, you know, even with me being a little bit on the crazy side today, my true nature I suppose, which I do try and hide on my other tutorials because, you know, I don't want to seem like a complete nutter, but unfortunately I've let it slip today and here I am. Right, okay, so let's just round this up. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Right, this is called Sweet Emotion, and it was designed by the looming artist, aka Dreaming Out Loud, who is a fabulous designer, and I love doing her tutorials and I love doing her bands. And it was obviously, tutorial was done by me, the crazy UK manic loomer. And yeah, I think that's all we got to say. Descriptions are below in the just box down below, you know, that description box down there, you know, whatever. If you like this tutorial, if you didn't like this tutorial, hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down, whatever you like to do. I don't really mind. Love to hear some comments. I got some lovely comments on some of my previous ones and I do really like reading them. Yeah, please, if you aren't already, please subscribe. I want to get as many subscribers as possible. So yeah, please do hit that subscription box. And it's red, you can't miss it, right below. So I'm going to leave you off there, and thank you for watching this tutorial. Bye now.